Hello, this is Vulturefire, and today's video is an attempt to justify this card, Flood of Insight. So, One Day has already confirmed that this card is getting buffed next patch, so it's being adjusted to be more playable. But right now, it is 8 mana to draw 5 cards, which is that's a lot of mana. And so the question is, how do we justify doing that? And the answer is, I don't know. But we're going to find out. I think step one is that we care about things that care about the cost. Let's look at the cost. So, Scrying Blast. That's one way to do it. We do want Deranged Insight. We do want Mana Cycle. We're definitely going to be running that in our starting deck, but we'll put one here too. I think we also therefore want Lingering Ritual as just another big payoff. For our other mana card here is Mana Eruption. So to make other things work, let me think. We are going to want the ability to gain a lot of growth, which means that we want to apply a lot of status. Also, that's pretty useful for us. I considered going Frostbite just to make this work, but I don't think I can quite justify it. Alright, that seems like an okay set of epics. Let's actually work on starting deck. Let's actually, real quick, max mana. Oh, maximum. Maximum mana stuff. That all seems good. We also want Arcane Nova. In our starting deck, I think we want that one thing. We definitely want that because that's just good. I think we do want no, we don't want Hobble because we have Pocket Sand. I think we do want Overcharge because that just applies a lot of value. We want this. I think we only want one copy. We may want to try and make Distill Elements work. Excuse me. We are going to need some sources of mana boost. So the trick here is you do not want Shelter Studies to draw Pocket Sand. Pocket Sand could end up being awkward because like hitting 0 could get tricky for us. Like Focus tends to be awkward in big mana decks. Resolute Focus is okay. It's a way to get mana back, but it does require us to play things which can be awkward. But I think we'll try it. I don't think we want Void Focus. Or I don't think we want Strenuous Focus. I don't think we want to be building up those exhaustions. Could see using a Mana Shield. There's a decent chance to beat up a lot of mana cards. I think we want a Necrotic Transmutation, because I just like that card. Although it doesn't produce a ton of mana for us. Actually, let's do a Gambler's. Let's actually do some weird things. I don't actually know that we do want Pocket Sand. We actually want Hobble, because Pocket Sand might be difficult for us to get going. So, where is it? Let me stop being blind. Oh, it's 3 cost, that's why I can't find it yet. We want Hobble. I think we do probably want Meditate, which is a good source of mana boost. We probably need, we need at least one way to deal damage. You know, probably being able to deal damage. We do want Frozen Hide, Cursed Bolt. We could run Glacial Bulwark, but I'm not the hugest fan of that. Those cards are pretty cheap, which doesn't necessarily work with our expensive cards planned. I do like having a Reforge. And then ideally we have a Cleanse. But we may be able to get away with not having a Cleanse in the starting deck, but that does put us at the mercy of finding one for a lot of things. So we just go Cauterize. I don't know that we have enough damage here is the problem. I think we need an Occult Ritual in order to actually be able to close out fights. Puts us at 13 cards. And this will be Flood of Insight is the card art we're going with. We don't have any art for it yet, so it's a placeholder, but okay. So now we have all our epics. We need those two for sure. We need, man, not having Singularity here feels wrong. But I don't think I like Singularity more than I like. And Singularity is probably more playable than Lingering Ritual, for being honest. Mind Seed, I don't know we're going to be, we probably want to be freezing things. Cultivate's pretty okay. Absorb Armor, I don't think we can consistently do. Precarious Draught's good, we want Blazing Ritual. Secret Cache I like. Runic Focus, I don't know that we're going to be able to consistently trip, but Spark could be okay. I don't like Blessed Strike here. We don't really have Wits generation, which could be awkward. I do like Elemental Prism. I do like Adaptative Spell. I should be looking at more expensive cards, although I do like Mind Shield a lot. And we don't really have scaling right now. Oh, I know Channel Blast is bugged to give you just crazy amounts of mana, which is not really what I want to do. We're going to take Invest. It's not good, but we're going to do it. We're going to take... we want Witching Blast. Oh, that puts us over our count. Sure. What other self-status cards are we not using? There aren't actually that many. Yeah, basically be... I like Cold Calculations, though. Let's cut... What? I should cut the Invest. I don't think it's good, but... I think Elemental Refraction we don't really have stuff to use. And then... Spark I'm a little sketchy on. Okay. This is definitely all good ideas. This is going to go great. Don't ask questions. So I think we're going to go here. And Crystal Valley gives us more stuff. We are fighting... Oh, we need to do... Actually roll this. I don't know that I can deal with emptiness. Yeah, I think it has to be these three. I don't think we can deal with... We definitely don't want to deal with Hunt when we are planning to take a card that draws 5. I don't think we want to deal with the emptiness as Raodan when our deck idea is already sketchy. So we are still fighting Wraith Prism. We are still fighting Baelator. Icy Gale can give us good stuff. So we're dealing with a Hunger Endurance Baelator. That could be tricky, but I believe in us. We will take a card reward. We will take the battery pack. And we'll take the extra max mana to start with. And then, I don't really like Charred Hobble. I don't like Charred Focus Stun either. And Charred Hobble is actually still, I do actually like that. I lied. Charred Introspection is so expensive. I like Charred Mend as a safety, just like have access to healing thing. I like Gilded Skull for getting rid of trash. We are dealing with various things throughout. Swift Boots isn't bad into whatever, but God, Invest is so questionable. We're doing it. Okay, so I think we want Mystic Renewal, probably. No, we want Incandescent Idea. What am I saying? We want to try and force Incandescent Idea as much as we can. I don't really love these Scorching Winds. We don't have great ways to deal with it. But we kind of have to do it if we want it. Well, I do want this. I want Trident Grasp a lot. But we probably won't be able to force a reroll on it. And we are very likely to be able to get a reroll force out of this. I would really like an Incandescent Idea. And I also really like going into this white because we can potentially force a Fiery Cleanse. Yeah, I think that's the plan. And we'll just hope that Scorching Winds doesn't just completely ruin our day. And we can use it to get rid of, like, the Charred Mend. Okay. Unfortunately, can't really get value out of that right now. Didn't actually put in a self-shock, did I? No, I should put in Shocking Aura. Alright. Rude. Alright, we can get rid of that. Alright, I do have this. Oh, we're weak. I was like thinking we should be getting more than that out of Cult Ritual, but hey, we get to actually do this. And we can just get a bunch of mana for next turn. So the nice thing here is that Invest actually scales up better than it used to, just because you can now... words. I think I get rid of... I don't think this is actually that useful right now. Or I can just get rid of this. We'll just get rid of Selfish Studies. Absolutely want to invest. I believe in us. We can find mana. Thank you. Sure. That's pretty okay. I think we absolutely are doing that, because that'll just outright kill that. We can get Curse out, and all this seems okay. Okay. So we just need to kill one more enemy, and we are good to go. We can just use that up. Goodbye. That worked out pretty well. I mean, we're not here to not go for it, right? This isn't actually terrible. I don't really trust myself with Wolverine Claw. That absolutely is how I die. But we have some exhaustion generation, so this one's going to be harder than the last one, but hopefully not too bad. Yeah, I kind of just want to play that once. See what we get out of that. Yeah, man, I think. So the nice thing there is, like, if you invest and you get mana, it ends up being net neutral. Although getting whatever there is not great. Losing the Occult Ritual there. Alright, hopefully we can get rid of... Yeah, we can get rid of that. So we can do this, which ends up being pretty free. Man, I really want to do this. I probably should do this. It's going to get us like 6... No, yeah, because it's only 1x the cost. So it gives us like 6 shield. How about we just do that? So close. Oh, we do get lethal here, actually, because... Oh, but it's after... Because we have the curse, but the Berserk happens, of course. Okay, so we do get to get rid of the Charred Hobble. This is safe to play. Bonus draw. We can definitely just afford to get rid of the Hobble at this point. Unfortunately, the Insidious Power Stone is not actually playable. So... Oh, we can get rid of that. Yeah. Bonk. Bonk. See what we get out of this. And this is actually going to die this turn to, the curse is just then going to be Berserk. But that evasion is great. Hey, Lamau, get wrecked. Tommy. Go do that, because we don't really care about using up stuff at this point. Unfortunately, there's not a heal treasure, so even if we find the whatever, it won't help us. We're not going to blow ourselves up, because I am smarter than that. Alright, Arcane Aegis is great. We are happy to have it. Should gain +2. Very good. Okay, and we go this way. So now we don't have to worry about Scorching Winds. And this isn't even an idle fight, so we don't even have to worry about that part of it. Should draw on that. Alright, this actually works out reasonably well. So So this is the turn that this Stork is applying bleed, which is really rude. Really tempted to just do that. Yeah. Bonk. Not the most efficient use of the turn, but... we can do that. And then we can do... like so. We are committed to exploding here, but that's fine. It's only a little explosion. Charred Mend doing work. This kills you. Get 8 mana this turn. Kind of tempted to keep things going until I can find Charred Mend again. Alright. Now I can finish it. And it'll just die of the curse. Just kidding. No, it's dead. Sanctuary. We don't have a cleanse yet, and Sanctuary is still one of the best cards in the game. I'm not sure if it's still the best card in the game, but it is certainly close. We must have just gotten an extra rest, right? Because we didn't get an upgrade there. And I wasn't paying attention, which is unsurprising. Oh, I think there's a Raodan option that bottom. If I could take in the bottom option, that would have given us an upgrade, but I'm used to not meeting the mana condition anymore for it, so. And we do this. Bonk. Getting that curse out is pretty handy for us. Shrevels being broken is handy for us. This guy, the whatever will cleanse off the curse eventually, but... I think we'll just take the mana for now. Yeah, because we are doing okay on mana, but can always do better. Alright, we want to reforge that when we can, which will not be this turn probably. But who knows, we could get lucky. I think I do want to get a bit of mana out of that. Alright, that should be enough for now. Give me mana, please. Nope. Give me mana, please. Yep. Pop. And then you're going to take a little bit of damage here, but manageable. And then hopefully we get another another arcane here. Not really what we were looking for. We can cleanse off the vulnerable at least so that... okay, yeah, it does set up more frenzy, which is actually okay for us, just because it means that it doesn't go off yet. Alright, so we need to get the meditate out. We can just treasure this with whatever, although it does require us to give up another card as well, which I don't know that I want to do. How much mana do I need here? I need 2, 4, I need 12. I have 12, so I don't need that. So this will not clean off all of the whatever, but it cleans off one of the frenzy, which makes life easier. Right. Thank you so much for that cleanse. Really putting in work. Let's make some treasures. So the nice thing is this treasures are a way for us to stack powerful, which we do kind of want to do. Yeah, the nice thing is this guy doesn't actually hit that hard, so the shock from it isn't that scary. We don't actually have enough attack power here to trip this. All right, that puts us in a good position. Yeah, it uses up one of our shocked, and like this other hit is for 11, which is just nothing. Don't really need to keep playing Overcharge, but we don't really have a reason not to, and it makes me laugh, so. We've applied more shock than you have, dummy. Let's do this. See what we can find. Yeah, I think we're just gonna keep stacking powerful. Ah, we get some mana. Maybe we should have gone for a draw there. I could use some more tough and sturdy. Just more powerful. We can go ahead and get rid of that. More treasures for us. Yeah, more powerful. So this is actually just going to get rid of both ranks of Frenzy. Look at that dummy. Yeah, I am really kind of liking how much Invest has done for us so far. Goodbye. Deranged Insight seems fun. Because we don't have a reroll token. I do kind of want to do Mystic Renewal, but it also uses up all of our mana. I'll take Deranged Insight. That's kind of a win condition. Another one. Ooh, this going to 2 I think is absolutely the pickup. Because we do want to be able to play it, and yeah, that seems very, very useful to us. And I kind of do just want this reroll token here, I think. So we can force out... I kind of want to be able to hold on to a Fiery Cleanse. Alright, see how this fight goes. Okay. So first we're going to do this, which does some good work for us on growth. I think we are just going to get rid of that. And then we will just pop you for value. We are getting detonated here, but we do at least still get to keep enough growth to get an extra, whatchamacallit. Alright, start by doing this, so we can just make sure we get the extra mana. We just want the extra mana here. Alright, yeah, that is pretty good. Do that, see what we find. Is this better than cleansing? I think we do want the shield here. There's no point in taking damage that we don't have to take, and we would have taken damage if we hadn't done that because of the poison. So yeah, White Flame can cleanse off some of this, but cleanse has been nerfed, which helps us. It's a tiny amount of damage. Alright, this could technically freeze us if we get really unlucky, so we should probably try and avoid that. The odds on that were pretty low. And we're going to start by doing this. I think we just want the mana. And then we want... I think we take the draw. Alright, that's kind of what I was hoping to see. What else is in the draw pile? Lots of expensive stuff. We could get out a lot of curse from this potentially, which is what I think we want to do. Yeah, 6 more curse. And then we can overcharge again. We can actually just do this. We're kind of hoping to see mana. That is mana. I don't think we need that right now. Although I probably should have pitched something that we couldn't actually play, because this is kind of sketchy right now. I think we just want a Sanctuary. We have so many debuffs on us. And we may not need the Occult Ritual at this point, because Deranged Insight plus other stuff may be enough to get us there. I would like an AoE Arcane before I cut Occult Ritual, though, I think. Okay, so we get rid of that. We get rid of... Let's go ahead and do that. And we'll absolutely just treasure up both of these. Alright. Also, one of these being draw is pretty good. And that's guaranteed to draw us into mana. And it just outright is mana. And I would like this to be something we can redraw, I think. Like, not right this moment. We don't want to redraw it right this moment. We do want to have the ability to draw it next turn. Alright. Yeah, getting pretty good curse damage out. rude of them to heal back. The opportunist is also kind of obnoxious. So we're going to do that, which means that we are now... Okay, good. We aren't really in a position, to use that at this point. Man, I think we just do this, right? Because that's just going to kill that. Or at least, it doesn't quite kill it because of Berserk, but it is going to set it to 0 health, so it will die. Really unfortunate that the Gambler's Hog decided to give us Frost instead of anything else. That we don't need. That we don't need. This is absolutely happening. I believe in our ability to find mana. Absolutely no luck. Deck, please. Alright, we aren't taking damage. That is kind of tragic. Alright, we don't actually get shrivels. That's just not a thing. Alright. God, that card is not doing great for us right now. Alright, let me take a little bit of damage. But you're dead. You're almost dead. Ah, that bleed's not great. I don't know if Sanctuary's in our draw pile or not. Okay, we're going to do this, which will cost us a bit of health, but that's fine. So we're guaranteed to draw mana here, so we don't really want to use that. God, new treasures are so bad into bleed, because you have to play them twice. That is good, though. Yeah. Gonna do that, which will actually kill the back one with bleed. So, managed to narrowly avoid actually losing health there. I really like Arcane Nova, and that I think will let us cut the Occult Ritual. I don't think we need it anymore. Because you saw like that last fight, we didn't really do much with it. Let's see what that gets us. Because we can't really afford to do stuff. Let's get Weak out. Yeah, these first couple turns before we get really set up are awkward, but we are now getting 7 mana a turn, so. Whoop. I think it makes a lot of sense to just tag you for value. Unfortunately, we aren't quite at whatever. Yeah, and those crits mean that we do take a little bit of damage there. We aren't quite at 12 growth, which is where we would like to be. Okay. Should we get out of this? Let's make that go away. Yeah, this is a gain 5 mana kind of turn. Alright, that is going to be pretty day ruining for you. But unfortunately not lethally day ruining, and that is indeed, although this is basically dead to the curse. Just kind of awkward that we are going to take some damage here. And we are going to be bleeding, which is suboptimal, but we only have one enemy left. So ideally we get shield here, because we can't really afford to, okay, that's actually perfect. Man, there goes half of our curse. Sequenced that poorly, but... Well, did I? Yes. Alright. So we do have this kill here. I think we just take the Cleansing Shield. I think more cleanse and more shield are kind of what we want most. Did I go to Crystal Land? Yes. So we want this because there's these chance we end up taking crystallized stuff, and that would make that good. And we are cutting the occult ritual because, like I said, I don't think that we need it anymore. And more health restore after combat may actually be relevant here, although we're kind of hoping it won't be. I don't think we care about either of these, and I would take maybe a second Arcane Aegis, so... let's start by doing that. Absolutely, we're doing this. Let's see what else we draw. Okay, don't need that. That is now going to just donk on everything. And that turn, we were able to actually get out stuff so that we now are at 14 growth. It's pretty good. That's actually fine. Just comes off some stuff. And we got pretty good. Is that the funny thing with Ranged Insight is, like, either we got mana and we were happy to play more cards, or we didn't get mana, which means that we got things that cost mana, which meant that we saw what happened there, which is that we just did a lot of damage. Let's switch out of that. Okay, cool. That'll do. Whoop. Not much shield, unfortunately, because of whatever. Yeah, we can play that safely. And you die, you don't die, but you get close. So now we just need to make that one go away. Which it almost does. No, it actually will die, I think. Because it's going to heal 2 from the leech, and then it's going to heal 4, and then it's going to take 22 damage. And that works out. Adaptative spell is very good. Yeah, but it uses up our shocked. I think we'd rather just have the icy concentration. Having another mana card absolutely doesn't hurt. Alright. Whoop. And we're just going to do this to get the sturdy up, mostly. And it's a shame not having that for next turn, but the soldier on. This turn is kind of the annoying one because this is where we have to deal with that purity, especially with this, which we would want next turn. And we don't have enough self-frost at this point. I think I'm okay treasuring these two. Kind of hoping to find, yeah, mana. And then, yeah, I will take Powerful and Mighty out of that. Draw 2. Alright. You don't take damage here. Oh, I forgot that we also need to get rid of that. Although that one's less important than the Insidious to make sure we get rid of. So, we don't have ways to freeze right now, but that helps. You take a tiny amount of damage here, but it was worth it to get that out. And now we are not tough, but we can be tough again. I think we just go ahead and do this. Pitch. I don't think we can play that this turn. That's absolutely happening. I think that's happening. Give us mana, please. That could be mana. That is mana. Alright. That's a wrinkle I hadn't thought of, that we could draw into a Resolute Focus. That could have caused us problems. It didn't, but it could have. Do I just need to play this is the question. I really want to play this is the thing. But I think this has to happen. And then we can get more tough, and we can... I think I do like getting another detonation out there, and that also puts out more curse. Which is certainly not bad for us. Reforge is not in the dropout, so. Alright. It's kind of wild to me that we are still not set up on growth yet. Alright, let's see what we can find. We do have the opportunist up this turn, so we need to be careful with draws. I do like getting those out a lot. I do like getting that out. And it's not super valuable to us. But we aren't taking any damage here. That's part of what matters. Man, you know what we could use? Like some really expensive card that drew us a bunch of cards. Wouldn't that be really good? I think so. You know, like something that costs like 8 mana but draws just a heck ton of cards. So we're going to do this first, because that'll set up this. To give the, because I'll put the arcane weakness on them. Alright, there's that. Pop you. It is kind of wild to me that like we are not actually keeping up with the we are not outpacing the survival even with like the current 14 damage a turn that we have. Always not a fan of. Okay, this is actually a great turn for the bleed to come out then, because we do that and that. And we can play weak to everyone, or we could shock everyone. Alright, powerful for everyone. Fortunately, I believe, yeah, all of our cleanses over there. It's not really... Okay, we do finally get to get rid of this. And then we are going to do that, which will do okay damage. Alright, we almost have the middle one down. Just kidding. Nothing ever dies. Okay, let's see what the invest can do for us. Pretty good turn to get it. We don't have any bleed on us. And we just went draw. I think powerful is the second, is the thing we want the second most. Powerful. Alright, let's draw, I think. I think we still want to stack first on you. And I think we want to pop you out of existence. And we just need a ton of shield because, oh boy, the big hits are coming. I should have played out the ruse, whatever. Also, not having weak out is kind of hurting us. We could also use Fortress at some point. But that's... Really like to have played the invest, but now we take recoverable, unfortunately. Yeah. We're getting so close. This is one of the fights where like having the bleed out is a bit of a problem for us. God, that is so close to having a lethal on the big guard. Let's shock everybody. There's this thing where it's like, I don't want to point this here because it's such a waste, but I need this guy to die now and not next turn. And that also gets rid of all the powerful on it, so that helps. God, that middle one is so close to dead, and it also has a ton of powerful on it. And we're bleeding. Okay. That's not enough. Fortunately, these guys don't have Berserk, so that back one's just going to die. And the front one doesn't have a billion powerful stacked on it, so it's not going to be a problem. Okay. Alright. You're so close to... Oh, you are just dead because you attacked into the White Flame. And we're back to full... whatever. We could reroll here. I would like so there's like a 66% chance we get one of those. I would like it. I would like either of those. We could also get one of our mana cards that we want. We could get a Flood of Insight. And we're not here to not take Flood of Insight. Like, that's kind of our whole reason for building the deck. So I don't think we upgrade it, though. I don't think we're quite that crazy yet. Arcane Nova Plus has gone through a lot of iterations. I had to double check that it wasn't getting cheaper, but it doesn't do that anymore. This I do like a lot. That is quite a lot of extra mana. I think that's kind of where we need to be. That doesn't get cheaper. It just draws more cards. Reforged Plus is very good. I think we take Gambler's Plus because I think we need that extra mana. I don't really want to cut anything yet because thinking is hard. Okay, so I do like Crystallize. I really like these two. So we're undoubtedly going there. I don't really care about either of these, but we can now force the Incandescent. We're now in a position to force the Incandescent idea, and I do like Spectral Focus. Yeah, I like this route a lot. Lots of good stuff here. I don't get powerful. We explode here, which takes very powerful. I am sad. And we have that Insidious Stone, which is going to give them power. Which is not fair. That turns this on. We're going to draw 8 and then see what we can find that we would want to treasurize. What is left in the draw pile? Not really much in the way of mana. Doing that mostly just because otherwise we're going to explode again. We just have that sitting around for later. Our mana situation obviously isn't great yet. Yeah, we had perfect shield. Alright, that's good. I don't think we're playing that. We're definitely not playing that, though, so... I guess I should have pitched the Witching Hour, though, because like, that's what we literally cannot play. We are looking at exploding. I think we do that for the growth, even though we are going to lose some of it here to getting detonated again. Definitely the arcane spam here is pretty obnoxious. Oh, they were at full health, so they skipped their heal cycle. That's what's going on. That's why they desync sometimes. And that's risky. Alright, we didn't get punished. I think we actually just take the mana. Not really amazing, but we'll take it. And we can draw 5 here, but it does nothing for us, so we're not going to. I did consider running like a Divination, or a Reclamation rather. Oh man, we can't Flood of Insight now without tripping that. Let's see what we get. I mean, or we can just play out these. But we don't really need the... I would like the... No, we still have Adepts. I'm actually okay doing this. It does quite a lot of damage. It dispels. We explode. Wait, did we lose 2? Oh, because dispel is now 10% of ranks. That's right. Okay, let's do that. Reduces the risk on that. Nah. This is not what I would have liked to have seen. Yeah, because now I did the heal cycle. I really like you to stop blowing us up. It's incredibly impolite. Draw some cards. And none of them were the card we were looking for. I'd really like access to my cleanse, please. Thank you. Nope. Alright, give us a shield at least. Naturally. Let's get rid of your powerful. I suppose we should do that. Pop. And then we're just going to intern. Yeah, when we're bleeding is a terrible time to invest. God, just exactly the wrong numbers there. And it dumps us down below 22 growth again. Alright. Not the most useful turn to draw Flood of Insight. I think we still do that, just get the curse gone, even though we super don't need to. We do have curse out on you as well. I need to remember we're fighting Bay later, and I need to start planning for it, because right now I absolutely am dying to Bay later with this list. We need to find Fortress, I think. I like that a lot. Sharpen your weapons, repair your armor. Just take the energy. That's not great for us. That's not super useful for us. This could be okay. That could be okay as an emergency measure. Yeah, we'll take it. Get closer. Not like it's like it's unhappy. I think it's this one. Yeah. And then we get Stony Nap, which is pretty handy. All right. Yeah, unfortunately, the back ones had protection against our nonsense, but we're actually still going to do this because I want to get some stuff out. I should sequence that differently. Man, I would like to cleanse off the curse that we put on ourselves, but I also really want to do this because that gives us a lot of growth. And we're not taking too much damage here. Although it is unfortunate now that our cleanse is in our discard pile because we would really like to cleanse this one. I guess we still have a cleansing shield that we could draw. Alright. Give me... not what I was looking for. You're just barely going to get to avoid exploding here. But just barely not exploding is still not exploding. There's the Bright Flamestone, which we do want to get rid of. We could transform that, but I don't think I want to right now. I think we can save treasuring it for later. So that we definitely want in our draw pile. I don't know if we wanted to get this looped. I think we absolutely want to... No, we want to do this one because otherwise it's going to cleanse itself off. So we may as well trigger the Arcane Detonation while we can. Because the other two we can get the Arcane Detonation, the Arcane Weakness Detonation off later. Like this turn, maybe. That's okay. Let's see what else we're working with. So it's relatively likely that the next card in the draw pile is a mana card. Yeah, just because. Please don't be arcane. Screw you. And now we can do this. Oh, which still was unlucky. Okay, well. Let's do this for value. I was really hoping that our odds were good, that it wasn't a... But anyway. That almost kills you. And we can get tough. And the front one is just going to die now. I wasn't even thinking about it dying to just the white flame. God, we have so much crystallize on us. We're taking 50% extra damage right now. Alright, we can even reforge this without needing the Gilded Skull. I should have made sure that that was in the draw pile, because I do want to be able to loop that. Let's just tag you once for fun. Absolutely cleanse off some of the nonsense that we've got. Okay, yeah, that does cleanse. I wasn't sure if the oozes also cleanse. We do have a bit of powerful now. Yeah, the Icy Concentration isn't necessarily amazing for us, but... Alright, there we go. That's actually a decent amount of curse. And we can cleanse. I think we just get rid of this Chart Hobble. Alright. It's a cat. In front of the screen. Not visible on your screen, though. Unfortunately. DM me for cat pictures. Oh, I could have taken the epic there. I should have taken the epic there, I just wasn't thinking. But on the other hand, think of how much value we get from being powerful. I think we're just going to keep stacking sturdy. I guess my plan here is to not end the fight in a reasonable length of time. We'll get there sooner or later. Pop, pop. It's so close to you being dead. I think you're still going to die to whatever. I'm going to self-frost, and then... if I do this, I'm not sure it'll still die after it cleanses. So... Oh, it healed as well. Yeah, okay, well that's unfortunate. Well, that one's kind of dead on board. Okay, they're both dead on board, so we just intern. Now we just have the babbies to deal with, but they don't keep any of the buffs, so it should be pushovers. They unfortunately don't keep any of the debuffs either, but it is what it is. So many treasures. Oh, we didn't have enough space for all the treasures. We could lose the fatigue. We'll just take the armor. Should have lost the fatigue. Draw's better though. That's pretty good. And then get really close to killing that. Although I should be focusing on this one, because if we don't kill quickly, we want to get the one that can summon out of the way. We're at least no longer quite as crystallized. Alright. Just get rid of these. and hope that we get value. That's not really value. That's not really value. Oh. Hopefully we can get this kill out here before the summon happens. Let's see what happens. Okay. So we need something that's proactive damage. That'll do. And then you're just going to die to curse at this point. Honestly, we could do that and it would still die to curse, but so we will. Bye. Okay, weak, frail, and vulnerable are stronger. Is that the first time we found that? No. It's now 10% stronger, which is nice. I like that, kind of, because it's flexible. I really do like the crystallize, though, although I do really, really like having Fiery Cleanse sitting around. Ooh, this seems incredible. Especially if we haven't found the crystallize hasn't materialized yet. This seems very, very strong. So that means that it's now only going to cost us, assuming that item isn't bugged, I don't know if anybody's tested it yet. That item means that it's now only going to take us 7 arcane to get this first detonation. Yeah, and it will only go up to 9. So it's 17 is also the max. So that's good for us. Did I take crystallize or did I take something else? I think I took something else, right? What did I take instead? I didn't just take a second cleansing shield, did I? What did I take? Oh, I took the fire cleanse. That was totally reasonable. I stand by that decision. But yeah, that -3 means that now instead of needing 22 for the first 2 detonations, we only need 16, which is very good. And like, that's a detonation. I think we do that because it makes us not vulnerable and it gets rid of the curse, which means that the odds of us getting status tier are lower. A perfect split. Absolutely, we're gonna get that out. Yeah, we'll start stacking powerful. Can't really treasure that yet. I think I'm fine risking that. Yeah, we got 2 shocks out of that, which is pretty great. I don't think I want to risk doing that again. This fight is still incredibly easy overall, I think. It did get buffed this patch. I haven't done it a ton, so maybe I'll end up eating my words by the time we're done here, but... take the draw here. I want that to go away. Is there a Reforge in the draw pile? Yes. Let's see if we can find a Reforge. We cannot. Could just convert both of these. That's not terrible. I do want that to go away. Oh, nope, not that. We want that, because it's one-time use anyway. This gets us stuff. That gets weak out. I was gonna be so tilted if that was the Reforge right there. And then bonk. So we are pretty reliant on getting off good ranged insights, which we really haven't yet. So that's a bit of a flaw right now with how we've been playing. I don't really want to play this because I think I want to, because we're going to shuffle and I want to potentially be able to redraw. There are a lot of things I don't want to redraw while I can't afford them. That's good. There is this awkward kind of thing where, okay, we're gonna do that first before we ranged insight, because we want We wanted the fatigue, and we were hoping that we would be able to. No, no luck. All right, mana, please. Take powerful. Just take powerful, I guess. Okay. Like, the powerful isn't super amazing scaling, but it's something. It's obviously better than not having it. I think I do want that in the drop out before I shuffle. I definitely want that in the drop out before I shuffle. Oh. But I don't think I want to redraw now. Although, it probably was worth it to get the week out. Especially because we are now double frozen. Which means that we have to burn several cards in order to get actually unfrozen. Get rid of that because we don't want to play it right now. We're just stacking a bunch of sturdy and tough at this point, just for maybe we'll get up to max on that. I need to remember that getting weak out is really important because between the white flame and the crystallize, like, we need the ability to reduce incoming damage. Let's see if we get out of that. Naturally, that was like all the expensive cards, so now we have mana left. Because like the idea here is like we're going to get fatigue set up. Bonus value on that. Messed up kind of. I can't really play that now. So we ran out of this. Nope. And that also means that like playing this would be bad even if we could, because most of the mana we are holding. We absolutely can get cursed out with that though, which is something. Okay. We are once again in this awkward position where, like, because we drew... Okay, we did actually get a good amount of curse there. Am I regretting getting rid of the occult ritual? No, of course not. This is totally reliable. Doink. God, giving out shield is pretty sketchy at this point. There's an egg. We really do not want to play the egg. We really don't have to play the egg. I'm going to reforge it. That's actually very good. I think treasure is capped at 5 treasures. Or invest is capped at 5 treasures. Mana, thank you. Powerful, thank you. Okay. That forces a shuffle. I think we do want to do that. Gets rid of some of our problems. Although we obviously are struggling with... there's absolutely an argument to be made for having done that to get rid of the weak. We do want to be able to apply weak of our own. I probably shouldn't have gotten rid of the whatever hobble. We may want to upgrade the hobble we have. That's annoying. You can't really justify playing this. Playing that cleanses off the weak, but... Wow, just really wanted us to get iced over. The nice thing here is if we draw the... We didn't. I was going to say, if we draw on whatever, we could have gotten rid of it. You're still frozen. And we get rid of that. We get rid of just the reforge this turn. I think we do want to cleanse that off because that makes us not vulnerable. Keep getting shield. Plenty of mana. I figured there's a decent chance we would end up drawing a Dama egg that we can't play, but... I mean, we could play them out and then try and kill them. It just seems like a really bad idea, but... Gives us a lot of growth. Although now, like, we would have won if we hadn't... Oh, right. Actually works out. Hey, Lamau. Look at us actually playing Dama eggs. Speaking of, Man, if it wasn't up against Mana Eruption, Mana Eruption is just kind of a key card for us. Because it gives us infinite mana, basically. Once we play it. I don't even hate upgrading it. Arcane Nova Plus, though. Because that's still only Arcane Weakness 1 to all enemies, which is really unfortunate. This goes up to, I think, 8 mana at the top form. Yeah. Instead of 6 and 6. Yeah, that's not bad. And it goes up to Curse 2 to the enemy at tier 3 instead of Curse 1. This upgrade, also pretty good. It means that we are less likely to blow ourselves up. It means that we get more Curse. I do kind of feel like just the weak is really important to our defense right now. We absolutely need to cut something. Is it the Arcane Aegis? I mean, the Arcane Aegis is now easier to use. It might be the Sheltered Studies. Because I'm not totally sold on it as a shield card. Yeah, it can go. We're going to go this way, and we are going to hope that we can get through that fight without too much struggle. Take more max mana, sure. We don't have any actual spells. I mean, we could find some maybe, but right now we don't have any. I do like +2 shield gained. Card draw on first turn -1 is unfortunate, but we're Raodan, so we already draw an extra card, so kind of balances out. We don't actually care about either of these cards, do we? I mean, maybe worth going here for... I would take an Arcane Feast. And this picked up Retained, which makes it actually pretty feasible. Although we're not fighting Cruelty, which is where it would really shine. We are back into dealing with these doofuses. Or, not these doofuses. We're back to dealing with this annoyance. So if we can get tough, we'd be very happy. It's not tough, but we do get that. Oh, there is tough. That's very nice. We are still going to explode, but it is a lot less devastating. To only explode once instead of twice. And there is extra weak. Alright. Make that go away. I don't think we're going to need it. We're already at max value on that, so we may as well play it. Just take it powerful. We're absolutely getting frozen this turn, and there's nothing we can do about it. Oh man, we still get a detonation out of that. We may as well do this first, though. Get rid of the, whatever. Okay. 2 extra draw. So, I'm not totally certain whether or not Scorching Winds will apply while you're frozen. We're going to go ahead and play that first. So hopefully, either way, we're fine. I'm trying to think, like, I think this is the next thing we would want to actually get rid of. Okay, so the effect is gone, so it must have counted there. Let's shock out everyone. Which means this is now, yeah, lots of mana. Another detonation. And with those detonations, it's now 15 mana, which is pretty good for a single mana card. Hopefully we draw the conflict rate, so we can just use that as our answer to what card we burn. We didn't, so I guess we're just going to burn that. Shocking. Re-up the weak. Guess we get rid of the fatigue. Plenty of mana for that. And we can just go ahead and do this. Because I think trying to get something dead is in our best interest at this point. Alright, nothing happens. That's a good thing to just burn. Okay. Did not get hosed by that. That would freeze us, though. Oh, wait, no, we did get hosed because now we can't play that. Well, we can go to freeze ourselves to that, which is totally fine. No. Take extra damage from this detonation here. Alright, front one is dead. You know what, I'm not going to actually end up playing that again. Go ahead and get rid of it. I probably should play it again, but I know I'm not going to. So we get out of this. Sure, powerful. Draw. Powerful. You're dead. You two can have a bad time. All the things we can draw here are pretty good, and that's, yeah. More treasure. More mana, more draw, more mana, more draw, mana, mana, draw. Doop. Doop. And then we evade this hit, and we win. Got him. Yep. Fragile Concentration is very good. Mind Blast is a win condition. But Fragile Concentration is so good. I think we do go here. I would... Crystallized Infection is... Crystal Infection is okay. Elemental Chitter is very good. Gives us a way to freeze, finally. So we get out of that. Kind of underwhelming. And that is still... That is already 7 mana because of stuff we have. Weak everything. I think we do want to do that. Even though this guy obviously is going to be trying to arcane weakness us. I should have maybe considered that the possibility there was like a 1 in 3 that we just got arcane detonated, doubled, and that would have been really unfortunate. But let's live without a little risk. Yeah, we're gonna do that because I'm lazy. I'm impatient, rather. Do that. Draw some bunch of cards. Mana? Yeah, I'll take shield and tough. Okay, cool. We didn't just die, which was kind of my concern. We're gonna play weak. I think we do shock and weak here. Because we do explode, but it's just a single explosion, and we are still tough afterwards. I think we hold the Fiery Cleanse until after this turn, because this jerk is trying to Arcane Weakness us. Alright. So we got this. Sure. Take it. Give us mana, please. No. Yeah, that'll do. I'm pretty happy with having 16 curse out. And yeah, this is obviously the turn where that's happening. Oh, whoops, that's unfortunate. But we can deal with it. Oh, I should have done this first. Yeah, I think we still do this. I think we just dumpster to you. Because I think that one is the one that is the most obnoxious. And it is now effectively dead. It's just berserk. the other thing we would want to cleanse off. There we go. It is cleansed off. Well, most of it. We can absolutely get rid of that and that. We just need more shield and just starting. Sure. And yeah, we get 16 mana out of that. We do not explode here. We are now arcane leaked though, so we explode if we play even one card. There's one down. We don't really need to play anything though. But yeah, if we eat an explosion for doing that, but it also kills the last enemy, so worth it. And also there was a chance that that would have done, there's like a 1 in 3 chance it took arcane from that anyway. That's not bad. I do really like that though. Yeah, I think that's where we're at. Cards drawn plus first turn +1, so we are back to +0 cards drawn on first turn. So that negates that downside. Okay. Sure, I'll take it. And yeah, we can cleanse off the curse that we put on ourselves. Right, so we didn't just immediately get bumped to second phase, which is what happens if it gets handed a free bunch of stuff. Do we do this? Yes, because I'm greedy. Kind of pays off. Paid off pretty well, I would say. Okay. Saving the cleanse for when we get bled by that one jerk. Draw 4. Okay, yeah, we don't have the Insidious Stone yet. Oh, I should have done that first. That's on me. Hail them out. We do explode, but it's fairly tame. Although, I keep forgetting that Dispel is now 10% of rank, so like that drops us below our ideal number, whatever. Yeah, so like, handing out Powerful Leader just immediately ups it to the next stage. Which is unfortunate. Because it stages up at getting 8 powerful. Right, there's the other stone that we need to get rid of. Alright, let's draw a bunch of cards. Oh, we ran out of space in hand. Should have watched our hand space. Alright, we're gonna cleanse. I think we just take the mana. I think we are probably not drawing too many more cards this turn. I do kind of feel like we may want to take the Sturdy here though, because we don't have a ton of Sturdy to work with right now. Not the hugest fan of Idol of Hunger using up our whatever. Yeah, I think I want that in the draw pile. I absolutely want that in the draw pile. Yeah, because now we can freeze out so we don't get cursed. Alright, that is now stage 3. We get powerful out of this. Fun. Take the draw. Take the draw. Whoop. I want to treasure that, but I don't really want to treasure the other things in my hand right now. So, I don't think I want to bother cleansing. We do explode here, which is unfortunate, but we do keep value. I'm not paying attention. I assume that this is cleansing itself occasionally. It's also possible we just have it kind of crap at outputting the thing. Oh, whoops, that was really unfortunate. That's pretty good though. Absolutely, that needs to be in our draw pile before we shuffle. So it's doing 45 damage to us, which is eating up most of our whatever. But mana. If we get enough mana, we may actually play the Flood of Insight. Sounds really sketchy though. Yeah. Nah, we're not playing Flood of Insight. There's too much stuff in the draw pile that I do not want to lose the chance to play. Okay, we can absolutely treasure those two. Kind of still stuck on this gain powerful, stack powerful for value plan. That is kind of our backup right now. Oh, whoops, opportunity is up. I am awake. It's very unfortunate. That's fine. Yeah, I am always blindsided by opportunists from just not paying attention to it. So ideally we don't play too many cards this turn. Or we do that. And we do this. So that we can cleanse off as much as possible. And if we play that. So we're down 6 health. Idle Light Flame can deal with that for us. Yeah, the cleansing off of our curse is very rude. Absolutely pausing the run after we win this fight. We make no mistake, we are winning this fight. It's just going to take us a bit. You know, we could do this to get 260 shield, but you know, we need Mana Blast in this deck. I totally forgot to put Mana Blast in this deck, and I am super regretting it. Alright, here's the last one of these. Opportunity is up again. I noticed in time. Haha. I am very clever. And we don't even need that. But yeah, if we were fighting Hunt, it would just be very bad. Yeah, okay, I can admit, Occult Ritual probably would have been good. Suboptimal. Sure, we can just freeze out your turn. Why not? I think honestly we will take either of the cards that this thing drops because they both kind of help us. Okay. I'm still very worried about our plan against Baelator. Because, like, the big thing is we don't have a way to really keep White Flame in check, which is a problem. Boop. And, like, it may seem like we're getting a lot of shield, but like, if this guy is doing 60 or 72 damage to us... No, that was... Yeah, it was 12 times 5. That was 60. If this guy's doing 60 damage to us, Baelator is doing, like, 300? Or so, no, not that. Probably not 300, but, like, 100 to 200 damage, somewhere in that range. If we got a mana barrier, that would do some amount of stuff. God, we just keep getting kind of unlucky on those. We do have a decent number of expensive cards for it, we just haven't quite found them when we needed them. I think we do that. these. Bye. Oh, that does actually create up more than 5 treasures. We just didn't have hand space. I should be more careful about playing that when we don't have hand space. Taking basically... I should just be taking draw, I think. I probably shouldn't have taken that mana, but I wanted to. Okay, let's draw 5. Sure. Freeze. That first, technically. God. I just want to draw 2 non-mana cards with it. Look. We had 4 mana cards. We had so relatively few non-mana cards in the deck. Also, that was one of the 2 worst. So we drew 2 of the worst 5 out of the 13 options. So, you know. We do still win. We just have to get through one more turn. I want a screenshot of this as our final capstone for the moment. All right. Yeah, I want the mana cycle, but I think we need increasing affliction because that's just a way to end fights. And we probably upgrade it. That doesn't actually help us that much. That is suicide against Baelator. That's useless. If we upgrade this. Yeah, that scales faster. And again, I think that is our win condition at this point. And I think the icy concentration, like we basically never tripping the condition. Like we don't have that many mana cards, but once we get rolling, we don't need them. Because we've got Mana Eruption, that's just doing so much work. So let's take a quick look at what's going on. So we do have Endurance. I think we need to force... I think our route has to include this node, and we'll probably go through these 2 nodes, because then we can force 2 copies of Void Hardened Skin, which I would feel a lot more comfortable going into Baelator with 2 copies of Void Hardened Skin. And that still lets us hit 2 elites. Like, it does feel a little weird not be going after this, but this isn't a cruelty run, so the clear focus is less critical. It does also mean dealing with these jerks, but so I think that's the plan for next time. But that's it for this video. I will see you next time. Toodles.